Hello. Welcome back to the channel and something a bit different. As you can probably tell by the title, the thumbnail, and just the picture that's currently on your screen, we are talking CM Punk's return to WWE. Now, I wanted to make a video on this because there's a lot of opinions flying around, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents, basically. I wanted to give my opinion on things and just let people know how I feel about it. First and foremost, it's CM Punk, isn't it? Whether you love him or whether you hate him, he's always going to make money, he's always going to draw, and he's always going to be... people are always going to have an opinion on him and talk about it. So from that standpoint, it's fantastic business. It makes sense for Punk because he's a very polarising character, and it makes sense for WWE because it draws a lot more eyes to their product. Now, first and foremost, he's been called a hypocrite, and it's like, what? Sorry, why would he go back there? Why would he go back to WWE and all that business? And you think he was away from wrestling for 8 years. Has it been the past 2 years he's been associated with AEW? So 10 years has passed. The landscape of the WWE isn't the same now as it was back then. Things are different. Vince is all but gone. Triple H is pretty much in charge. And I just feel like it's one of them. They've got together, they've talked, let bygones be bygones, water under the bridge, sorted. And I don't think it was done lightly. I think it was done very carefully and considered. I think they probably talked about it for a while before they actually approached him. I heard that it was only from Survivor Series 10 days before he signed the contract. It was pretty much a secret. Only a few people knew about it, and it's good for both sides. I don't think he's a hypocrite. I think he's realised that maybe AEW left a sour taste in his mouth and he wants to go out on a high, and that's why he's gone back to WWE. A lot of people have done it. It doesn't make them hypocrites. Look at the Ultimate Warrior. The last few months of his life, he shook hands with Vince, he got his big goodbye, and then he pretty much passed away not long after. And I feel like it's important to note that he was another one that things between them were really bad, and he came back. It doesn't make someone a hypocrite. It's just time has passed, clearer times, clearer days, and you want to right some wrongs. Look at Bret Hart. He stood in the ring and shook hands with Shawn Michaels. Did anyone think that was ever going to happen? I highly doubt it. But yet, Bret wanted to come back to the business. His last interaction in wrestling was getting super kicked by Goldberg, having a concussion, and ending his career. And he ended on a down note. And in WWE, it was a Montreal Screwjob, which was a big thing. But people grow up and look back and go, okay, at the time, it was a bad thing that happened, but now we're older, let's just be adults. Let's leave our personal issues at the door and move forward from it. Eric Bischoff, Eric Bischoff stood on a stage and shook Vince McMahon's hand. Even Eric Bischoff didn't think that would ever happen, and it happened, because what happened between Eric and Vince was business. It wasn't personal, it was business. And they can put that to the side and be like, yeah, we tried putting each other out of business for a reason, because we were competing. And it's the same old thing with Punk. It was a long time ago that things happened, and now they can look at it with a clearer head and be like, yeah, it didn't end very well, let's change it. It doesn't make him a hypocrite for going back, it just means he's grew up. Like as Triple H said in his press conference, if you're the same person you were 10 years ago, something's gone wrong. And I think I've watched a lot of videos about Punk's return, and even Mark Henry said the same thing, and Bully Ray. It was like, there's professional, business, and there's personal. And they've let the personal things go and decided that this is best for business, which it is. Because let's face it, another video I watched by Stevie Richards, Punk's going to make money. Wherever he goes, he's going to make money. WWE are going to make money. Endeavour are going to make money. Peacock are going to make money. Everyone's going to make money. It brings more eyes back to the product, because a lot of people left AEW, especially Collision. Their ratings bombed after Punk left. He's an attraction, and he's someone that you can get a lot of mileage out of if managed properly. Which is another point that I'd like to point out. The management of Punk. WWE will manage him properly because it's a business. If people are at each other's throat, that's not best for business. That doesn't make people money. In AEW, and as much as people might not like this opinion and might disagree with it, but in AEW, it's just loads of kids in the playground doing what they want to do, saying what they want to say, going out and cutting promos that they shouldn't be cutting. And even when CM Punk cut his little promo in that press conference, and Tony Khan just sat there with a dumbfounded look on his face, it made him look stupid. Control your talent. You are the boss, and you're acting like these people are friends. And you've got like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Adam Page and all that, and they all hate Punk, and other people cutting promos on Punk trying to make a name for themselves off Punk's back. Like some of them I hadn't even heard of, I couldn't even tell you their names now. But yeah, Punk is going to defend himself. I'm not defending him, a lot of it he shouldn't have done. But when you're letting the inmates run the asylum, it's not good business. And in WWE, that ain't gonna happen. It was, to go back to Mark Henry and Bully Ray, they were pretty much sat there saying, he's going to bring you money, he's going to bring eyes to the product, he's going to make the company money. It's more opportunities for people to wrestle with a top star. If you've got a problem with that, walk out the front door. Everyone's going to say, oh, I'm not happy, I'm not this. No one's going to quit over this, because they're not stupid. They're not going to walk out on something that is good for wrestling. He's going to bring more eyes back to wrestling. 87 million views across all social media of his return. That's how many views it got. If you are telling me that he isn't going to make money, and there's people saying, oh, it will last a bit and the novelty will wear off, it might do. It did with Brock Lesnar. It did with The Undertaker with his matches once a year. But it's still going to make a lot of money. Punk could do a little run, go away for a month or so, come back, and all of a sudden, oh, Punk's coming back, let's watch again. And it's going to happen. No one stays on top forever. No one's popular forever. it's, I keep going back to it, but it's good for business. You've got AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Gunther, Sheamus, Finn Balor, Damian Priest. You've got all these people he can have matches with, and he can probably pick and choose who he works with. Cody Rhodes, and it's gonna make business better. It's gonna make money. He's got criticised for saying, "Oh, I've come home." Oh, it's not your home. When you were in AEW, you were running the place down. Yeah, because at that point, tensions were still high. And that's what you do. You go to another company and go, "Oh, that other company isn't as good as the place I am now." All of them have done it. Jericho's done it. Jon Moxley's done it. It's going to happen. It's inevitably going to happen. And especially with AEW, because AEW, I think their talent are pushed to say, this place is better than that place. Grass is greener here. And it isn't. Like a lot of, like Keith Lee went over, Rusev went over. Where have their careers gone? They ain't improved. And I think Triple H I think he did say, as like, we want to bring people home. The door's open for them. Because Triple H has got good business sense. It's business. This is what it is. It's business. He said he's there to make money. And he will make a lot of it. And he's probably just leaning into stuff that other people are saying about him. Yeah, I'm going to make loads of money. What of it? Like, it's a great thing for wrestling. It's a great thing for him. And people who are criticising him, always a cancer, always tough, bad to work with, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's going to have an opinion like that. It's just because he was at the top of the card. There were probably people that didn't like working with Austin, didn't like working with The Rock. There were certainly a lot of people that don't like working with Triple H or John Cena. But it's just because he's such a polarising character and he's a big name and he's up there that he's getting this attention. And if anyone can't see that this isn't good for business, that's on them. He's going to make a lot of money. He's going to sell a lot of merch, and it's going to be a good time for everyone, and he's probably going to get to retire in front of 90,000 people at WrestleMania. He even referenced it in his promo on Raw. It was like, people are asking how AJ is. She's great. It opens the door for her to come back as well. Imagine that. She comes back as well, does a little bit here and there. Everyone wins. The whole company wins. And then there's a whole Seth Rollins thing where he was ranting and raving and shouting and swearing at him. I don't think Seth Rollins would be the type of guy that would be that unprofessional that he would do it in front of a live crowd. He's had beef with people on social media, but everyone has. It's working people. And if he hated him that much and he was that against him and he really didn't like him, he would have stormed down that ramp and gone after him. But he didn't. There weren't people really holding him back that much. It was like Michael Cole, Corey Graves, even Sami Zayn and Cody just stood there. He was working everyone. Past few months he's been bringing up Punk and saying stuff about him. It's to set up a future feud that people can look at and go, oh, actually them two really don't like each other. And then there was a house show. There was a house show on Sunday after. And there was a video of him saying, oh, he's been gone for 8 years. All these wrestlers here have been busting their gut and blah, 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 blah. It was a promo. And if that doesn't sell you on the fact that this is all a work, then I don't know what will. Because where have we heard that before? Cena and The Rock. Oh, I've been here wrestling and you've been off doing Hollywood. It writes itself. And then on Raw, Rollins is playing into it and everyone's chanting CM Punk at him, and he's like, yep, get it all out your system. He's working, people. He knows exactly what he's doing. And it's worked because people are talking about it. That's the best thing you can have with wrestling. People talking about it, whether they're saying good things or bad things. It's the same all the reactions that Dirty Dom's getting. It's brilliant. It's great for business because people tune in and like, I want to see him get battered. It's all a work. I'm telling you, it's all a work, and we will get a Seth Rollins CM Punk match. If not at the Rumble, maybe at Mania. Maybe Punk wins the Rumble and he goes after Seth, or they have a match at the Rumble. And also, you've got someone new to go up against Roman Reigns. I'd be happy for Punk to end it, because Punk's a big enough star. I'd like it to be Gunther, because I think Gunther deserves it, but I'd be happy with Punk doing it. Like, I'm not a massive CM Punk fan. I loved his Straight Edge Society stuff. I loved all that. And then I didn't really like his main event push, his main event run. But a lot of people did. And he wasn't champion for like 500 odd days. If he wasn't popular, it wouldn't have happened. And I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see what's next, because I listed names off earlier. There's a lot of people. There's even, as well, I've just got to interject and put something in. Dutch Mantel, who was Zeb Coulter, even he said, like, it's great for business, and he reckons that Punk wasn't happy in AEW and all the bad stuff that happened, he pushed for it because he wanted to get fired. I mean, it's just a theory floating around, but maybe it was like, look, I don't like being here. I'm sure WWE will have me back. But that's just opinion. It's not fact. It's just what I think. So yeah, tagline for this is Punk is best for business and everyone's gonna get rich. But yeah, I hope you like this kind of different type of video. If you have enjoyed it, I will try and do some more. I always say I've got a list of like wrestling related stuff that I want to do, and if it does well, then I'll do more of it. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment, give your opinion on it. You may think I'm a complete idiot and my opinion's crap. Tell me about it. I'd like to hear it. Then I've also got, while I'm here, I'll plug my Twitch. Go over to my Twitch at PartyDeacon87 and follow me there. For more gaming, obviously, related stuff. And yeah, all that lovely stuff. If you do all that, I will be very much appreciated and happy. Right. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, or have a good night, and I shall catch you guys again next time. See you later.